Hey guys, it's your girl T, and I want to go ahead and shout out Devin Brown and everybody named Mama who's been sending me this footage of August Alsina passing out. This whole situation is nuts. I guess I'm like the voice of August Alsina on YouTube because it's like everyone started sending me this story when it initially happened. So what happened is that 3 days ago, August Alsina was on tour for his testimony tour in New York City, and he was on stage performing, and all of a sudden he collapsed and passed out, fell off of the stage into the audience. It was really scary watching this. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a clip right now, and I'll come back with the rest of my commentary. Alright, so you guys just saw that clip. So after that happened, he was rushed to the hospital. They're saying that he was suffering from seizures after that fall. So they don't know if the seizures happened while on stage or after he hit his head, because they're saying that he hit his head pretty hard. A lot of people were saying that, might be from him taking too much lean. He might have been on drugs. He might have popped some E. But the doctors are confirming that the only thing that was found in his system was just weed. They're saying that nothing else was found in his system. He was in ICU for 3 days in a coma. And he just posted the following messages yesterday on Instagram and Twitter. Go ahead and check these out, and I'll come back with the rest of my commentary. Just saw his tweets, and the whole situation is just really sad. And a lot of people are speculating that there's more to this story, that it can't just be dehydration and exhaustion. He has to be on drugs. And what I want people to know is that at the end of the day, celebrities are just regular human beings, just like you and I. And when I watched him pass out, it really broke my heart, because it took me back to what happened to me on set a few weeks ago on ABC. We talked about this. I talked about this in a video about some stuff I was doing out here in LA. And I was on set of ABC, and I literally collapsed in front of everybody. And, it's like the scariest feeling, because you just cannot control it. You can tell something's going on with your body. You're trying to push through. It's like I was just trying to go and get to the chair, and I just fell out the same manner he did. And I could tell that he was trying to push through it because he didn't know what was going on with his body. And he was still trying to sing. But once your body shuts down, your body shuts down, and there's nothing you can do about it. And it's a very scary feeling, because it's like one moment you're here, the next moment you wake up, you're in the hospital, you're in ICU. So I can very much relate to August Alsina and what he went through, and I just felt really bad watching that, because that's exactly how I felt. And, could he have been getting high the night before? Could he have been drunk? He could have been. Who knows? But at the end of the day, like I said before, celebrities are human beings, and their bodies crash, their bodies get dehydrated, they suffer from exhaustion just like regular people. And what people don't realize is that a lot of times these celebrities and people who are in the industry, you're pushed so much. Like the other day I had posted that I was on Straight Outta Compton for 17 hours. We were on set, and it's like they will push you until your breaking limit, till the point where you have to tell them, you know what, no more, walk off set, go to Holden, get some water, chill. Because they will. Because at the end of the day, they look at you like a commodity. You're feeding your entire entourage, your family, not only them, but also the music label. They're making money off of you, the people on tour. So it's like you have a lot riding on your shoulders, and it's a lot of pressure. So I can just imagine how much pressure August is feeling currently, because he's a new artist, and then he's constantly getting bad press, and he's still trying to, be professional and do things for his fans. So I just think that he was really pushing himself. He's been touring nonstop for the past few weeks, and I just think that it caught up to him, and that's why he ended up passing out. But I thank God that he's okay, and hopefully he learns a lesson from this, that, if he needs to take time out, that he should just take time out, rest himself, rest his body, eat well, get enough rest. Don't be out partying all night. At the end of the day, we only have one body, and we have to cherish, and we have to take care of it, and we have to learn sometimes to say the word no. And that's one thing I noticed when I first came to LA. It was very hard for me to just say no, and I was getting pulled in so many different directions, and I'm booking this job, and I'm getting sent here, and I didn't want to disappoint anybody, so it was like, yes, I'll be there, and I'm running all around. And literally I would come home and realize I hadn't eaten anything the whole day. You know, the only thing I had all day was water. And it all caught up to me, you know. So it's like you got to give time for yourself. You got to give yourself a break. You got to make sure that you nourish your body and that you take care of yourself. And I just hope that August Alsina is able to bounce back from this and he ends up, you know, finishing up the tour. But I just think the whole situation is just really sad, and how people are like throwing around all these rumors. I don't think it's fair to say that somebody's on crack or on drugs or doing ecstasy unless you know, because it's very easy to assume why somebody passed out. Like in my situation, the folks on set could have assumed that I was partying all night and, you know, just didn't take care of myself. But people who know me know I don't do drugs and I don't drink. And so what it was just my chronic illness flaring up, and it just got really, really bad, and it just took me out right there on set, you know, and I had to go through the same thing being in ICU and, you know, recovering and everything. And by the grace of God, I'm here to make more videos, and, you know, by the grace of God, he'll be there to finish up his tour and, you know, make his fans happy and keep doing what he loves, which is making music. So anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire story. How do you feel about the whole August Alsina situation? And then also, how do you feel about people who act like celebrities are just invincible? Like they're not allowed to get sick. They're not allowed to have a cold. They're not allowed to lose their voice. And it's like they're just human beings just like you and I. And their bodies can go out at any time as well. You know, and I just wish that people would just realize that. So anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. All right. Deuces.